Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. Right, let's get this open. This is a bit of a project, so yeah. I've never bought anything like this before, but it is not for the purpose of moving a dishwasher or a fridge or freezer. It's for my carded room. The two drums that I've got in there, I want a bit of mobility on them, so I figured this would be a really good option of moving them back and forth. And the way I was figuring of doing that was, look at these rollers. Wow. So I'm going to construct this now. And oh, look at this. Look at that. I've got tons of these in my house at the minute. Very similar to the ones I got with the corner shelves. And here's another one. So, never put this together before in my life. I'm going to have a go at that now. So bear with me. Oh. Now, that doesn't look very promising. The fact that there's looks to be like broken plastic in there. So I hope that isn't anything important that's broken. Let's have a look at that. I was about to do a separate shot there and speed up the footage while I put it together, but before I do that, I just want to just inspect everything. Hopefully they're just cuts from the factory or something. Oh, I see. Yeah, there has been a break. Well, that's not very good, is it? Maybe it won't make any difference, I'm hoping, but still, not very good that they've... Yeah. I might message them about that or something, see what happens, but hopefully it'll just go together, but not very good, is it? Yeah, inside the container was all that broken plastic. That's not good. I mean, sarcastically, I would say that's fantastic, but it ain't good, is it? I can't tell where the other stuff's come from. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just everywhere. That's terrible. Look at that, it's there as well. That's really bad, isn't it, man? I suppose, you know, it might not be the worst thing that can... Yeah, it just makes you think, doesn't it? How strong are these things going to be? List of ingredients there. Seems pretty straightforward to put this together. Seems pretty straightforward. Should I go widescreen? Right, so let's get you onto normal view. All done now. So I'm going to put these together. These parts here feel really light. The metal's light. I assume it's aluminium. But if it's going to be, like, I've put one in already, that way, the laws of physics, weight distribution, whatever, suggest that that way will be the strongest. Right, let's just see how well these go together. I mean, this is it. It's a frame. I'm going to have it so that it's equal. Loads of the dollies I found on eBay, dollies not toy dollies, but dollies as in trolleys, were rectangular in shape. They weren't square, so this one you can make a perfect square. My drum has a diameter of about 57 centimeters. These go as far as 60, I think, so it's perfect. So I'm going to measure it up now, ladies and gentlemen, and get it through to the carded room. And let's take it from there, but this is, in essence, the frame here now, and I'll show you. See what I mean? Nearly went off the end. Even this is good. I went to B&Q and they had a kind of a frame thing, but it didn't have this. I like the fact that this has kind of got a cylindrical shape in a way as a guide for my things to sit on top of. So yeah, man, exciting. So it's just for sake of ease to move my things, but I'm going to be very careful though with it. Make sure I measure it correctly and everything. And the last thing I want is for them to be toppling over and such like. So let's get on with it. I'm going to carry on this little mission. Ooh, and here I am in the carded room, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't even measured it out yet. That was just intuition. But look at the way that sits on the top of that there. So I'm going to measure it now properly, and then I will bring it back, the video, once I've done that. But I'm hoping this will work and it will be secure. because there's going to be one on top of the other, and I want it to be stable. I don't want it to be falling over and damaging whatever these are and anything on the wall. But to be honest with you, the ones that I've got on these drums are not that important in the scheme of things. They're only Mandalorian and you know, some solo stuff, you know, the surplus stuff. All my best stuff is safe. But anyway, needless to say, I hope it will all be safe and secure, but I'm going to measure it properly now. So based on previous measurements I did, I just went straight in and started adjusting it until I, you know, using my intuition almost. It's actually currently on a length of 56 centimeters, but as I say, I didn't really use the tape measure. What I did was I looked at the fact that I tried four notches on each. So four, can you see the metal there? You got this piece of metal that goes through, and you can see these lovely little guides here. I tried it on 4, that seemed a bit too wide, but now on 5 each, so it's a little shorter. So 5 here, 5 there, and so on, going all the way around. It is a perfect square now. That would be perfect because you can see that, you know, part of the drum will be on this inside section here. Like I said, it was kind of made the shape of a cylinder anyway, but more importantly, definitely the drum will be inside the square frame that we've made, because wider than that, it was about here, and I wanted more guarantee that it was sat inside the frame, if that makes sense. Plus also you take advantage of that shape there, if it will make any difference. But that is good. And as I said, that is about 56 centimeters or so on the tape measure, so that should be good. So what I'm going to do now is get this bad boy underneath the drum, ladies and gentlemen, and take it from there. Oh yeah, one last important thing I'm going to do is lock down these. I've just done that one. Boom, like that. And each one, because I'm sure they'll stay in position, but no guarantees, man. If you're dragging it around, it might not. You can hear a radiator ticking there. That's the radiator that's there. That's turned down real low, by the way. It doesn't get too hot in here. Bosk's Bounty, if you're watching. We were talking about temperatures of carded rooms earlier this week. And yeah, that's feeling all locked in and, you know, secure that now. Let's try it with some weight on top of it. Let's see if this works, ladies and gentlemen. And it kind of does. What am I worried about? That's gonna support the weight of it, man. That's got to. Look at that, and that's quite mobile. That really is. That's maneuverable. I'm kind of feeling excited about this, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, works. It's done the trick. I'm doing this one-handed, so bear with me. That is perfect. The maneuverability is excellent. It rolls fine. I can turn it, I can twist it. When I'm doing reviews in here, I'm going to push it towards the wall. Let me just show you how good that looks now. Very careful how I do this. On the rare occasions I do move these, I will do it obviously carefully, ladies and gentlemen, but I just figured that they look better up against the wall. It'll make more space in it. That one I haven't moved yet. And then when I'm doing quick shots in here, I can move them out of the way, then I can move them back to a central location. When I'm ready... Oh my God. There was a little bit of a pivot then. Oh God. I did not like that. It really did pivot a little bit there. Again, it'll only be me in here moving them. It's still actually standing all right. It's still on the squares, but it's because of one of the wheels. Oh, it has shifted on there a little bit. I'm going to play around with it. I'm going to play around with it. I need it to be secure. In fact, there's one thing I haven't used yet. It's these. These grippers might work. What do you reckon? If I put them on, it should give it a little bit more grip. That's why it shifted with me dragging it, and I was doing it one-handed as well. Okay, so I've just added those there to stop any slidey, but it wasn't on properly, to be honest, I confess. But still, that should help. And if that doesn't work, there's other methods I could use to, you know, keep it on there steady, make sure it's all measured out correctly. But I'm going to leave it there. I think I've pretty much done all I can do. God, this really is the video that won't end. So I've actually changed it now. The thing at the base, this is better now. The thing at the base, remember the notches I showed you before? I think I had it on 5. I've changed it to 6, and now I've got it on 7. Now it's definitely sat on these better. And yeah, man, it's better like this. Just tightened up a little bit. I probably could have gone in again so that all 8 notches were filled. Might try that with the next one. But there you go. That feels a lot better now, man. It's good. And just so you can see, ladies and gentlemen, at the bottom now, I'm on a wide angle here. Let me just sort that out. Yes, at the bottom with the one I've already got carded there. And now I've got it slightly narrower. I'm having trouble turning this now one-handed. You can't see the wheels now as much. Well, maybe there you can. Depends on what's sticking out. If the the Protec Star case was there, you wouldn't see it, which is good because, well, I didn't really care about seeing the wheels because you don't really look down as much. But see there, you know what I mean? It's just a bit more discreet now. I've made it smaller, so it's not only more stable. The mobility of the wheels are now more discreet. You can see it again there as well. God, this is very rough and ready, this video, but it's very difficult to turn this one-handed and so on. But still, you get the idea. I'm happy. I think it's going to work, man. Mission accomplished. And I did so many outros of the day, but this really is the last one. This is a few days later. And just to let you know, it worked, and I'm really happy. The most important thing that I wanted was for these to be mobile, and they are. I've started putting more cards on this empty drum as well. Let me just go widescreen. Yes, and I've brought an additional light in. Yeah, so it's only a small room, as I said. I have said before in this video, but this now, brilliant. Totally mobile. When I want them in the middle, I can move them. Previously, I think the biggest problem previously was that they're so big and they're just immobile. Now I can shift them with relative ease. You know, no problem. If I want to check out one wall to the other, even just like spinning it is an advantage, you know what I mean? Just to have a look at one side of it as opposed to having to walk around it. You get the idea. Again, I've got a very small room here, ladies and gentlemen, but you know, even if you have the largest collection room in the world, these drums are a great way of displaying your figures, and I'll leave a link to the video I made where I prepared these actual drums in themselves. But this video is all about making them mobile using these rollers, and they've been really good. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This really is the end now. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out.